Good morning, silver tubers. It's Mr. Z coming to you from the silver pouring bench. Gonna do a real quick Wednesday morning pour. I'm set up a little bit differently this morning. I'm using the old school angled nozzle to warm the mold, and I've got a piece of fire brick here to shield any heat from coming back to the canister, because I have had a blowout before where the little vent right here was shooting fire out of the top. That was in the very early days. That was one of the first few pours I ever did. I'm going to turn the heat down on this just a little bit, just so I have a little bit of flame on the top. I'm going to reposition this. This fire brick is probably good and warm now, so we want to I want to keep the torch up, but I don't want to set it on that hot fire brick. So somebody recently has suggested I should try the fire bricks. I had never tried them before, so move this mold over here. This is a pour that I don't do very often, but someone requested it, so it's a skull and crossbones hexagon. I haven't had tremendous luck with this particular mold, but we're gonna give it a try. So over pour. The torch was in the way. So, let's do a pop. The skull, there we go. We'll remelt that and we'll try it again here in just a second. So, the skull is very shallow, so it doesn't want to show up very well. So, we'll let that silver melt and we'll be right back. Alright. Mr. Z at the silver pouring bench. We're going to try this pour again. This time I'm just going to go ahead and take the heat off of it completely. I'm not looking to get any cooling lines on it. So turn the torch off and move it out of the way. Grab the crucible, which should be back to liquid, and let the silver flow. We'll see how it turns out this time. Last time I over poured it, as you saw. There we go. Might actually have enough in there for a second one. We shall see. These aren't huge hexagons, but they there we go. It's cool. Let's cool this off. In the past, they've had a lot of this particular mold, because the skull is so shallow. The skull and crossbones is so shallow. End up with a lot of character to them. Get this to focus here. There we go. So as you can see, you have the skull and crossbones on there with lots of air bubbles and whatnot. And on the back side, got a nice smooth cool, some slight, very slight pucker lines, very consistent all the way around. It's a good mold. It doesn't have that radical raised look that seems to be all the rage right now. It's a much more subtle pour. So I'm gonna pour one more while we got the camera running, and then we'll go ahead and go to work for the day. So hang on. Let's grab the crucible again. A little bit of warm silver in the crucible. Not sure. It feels like enough. Oh, it's a shallow one, but that's okay. We like shallow ones too. So this one's going to have a bit of a concave back on it. And see how our skull and crossbones came out on this one. And it looks like it came out just about the same. Little air pockets, but definitely a skull and crossbones. So, and this one is it does have a high side. So, because it kind of concaved as I poured, you can see it's almost dished in the back. So, anywho, appreciate everybody for watching. Mr. Zeke from the Silver Pouring Bench. There is your Wednesday morning silver fix. Appreciate everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday. Take care.